Hi, good evening. My name is Shelby Marshall, and I'm proudly serving as one of the members of the Board of Selectmen. I'm here with a great team to talk with you about Westborough Power Choice, which is the community's electricity aggregation program. We're going to get right into the program, but before we do, I want to tell you why I'm here and why I'm so excited about this program. Community aggregation provides stable, long-term predictive pricing to the community for those that want to sign up. It's free and it offers great consumer protections. And as my colleague Eileen goes through the presentation, you'll learn more about all of this. But the other really cool thing about community aggregation is that there's a choice that fits everyone's budget and everyone's interest in making Westborough a greener community. So with that, I'll turn it over to Eileen.
Thank you, Shelby. Just give me a minute here to set up the presentation. Okay. As Shelby mentioned, we're here to let you know how you can get environmentally friendly electricity in an affordable manner. Westborough Power Choice is a town-sanctioned, town-negotiated electricity program established in 2016. 4 years ago, under the auspices of our town manager and Board of Selectmen, Westborough formed the Westborough Community Choice Aggregation. Its purpose was to provide affordable fixed-price electricity while decreasing our town's carbon footprint. Although the program was excellent, the name was not. So we have renamed our electricity program and are reintroducing it to you as Westborough Power Choice, our town-sanctioned, town-negotiated electricity program. Currently, over 5,000 residents and 1,000 businesses in Westborough are already enrolled and deriving the benefits of this program. Let's go back a few years to explain how this all started. For years, utilities like National Grid had monopolies on setting prices and determining the mixture of energy sources used to produce electricity. National Grid chose the supplier, maintained the grid to deliver the electricity, and sent you a bill. National Grid's prices were and still are variable, changing based on supply and demand. Even today, National Grid continues to obtain its electricity predominantly from fossil fuels, with the minimum required coming from renewable energy sources. In 1997, Massachusetts passed a law enabling residents and small businesses to combine their purchasing power and negotiate together for the best possible electricity package. By combining or aggregating our energy use, we can choose the most environmentally friendly energy and increase the likelihood of getting lower energy prices. Although better prices can never be guaranteed, by combining our purchasing power with our neighbors, Westborough Power Choice offers increased clean energy from local sources at fixed and reliable costs. In Massachusetts, there are over 140 communities with electricity aggregation programs. Many of our neighbors, like Southborough, Grafton, and Millbury, to name a few. As a participant in Westborough Power Choice, here's what stays the same. National Grid maintains the physical structures and delivers the electricity. You receive your electricity bills from National Grid. If the power goes out or you have a question on your bill, you still call National Grid. Net metering discounts will remain the same, as do budget discounts and solar panel agreements. Here's what changes. Westborough Power Choice chooses the electricity provider, negotiates the fixed price, and selects the amount of renewable energy. There are two parts of your electricity bill: delivery services and supply services. The delivery portion of your bill is determined by National Grid and will not be affected by the program choices that you make. The second part of your National Grid bill is the supply portion. It reflects the electricity program that you have chosen. It's the only part of your bill that changes when you join. As a member of Westborough Power Choice, the supply portion of your bill will be calculated based on the rate of the option that you choose. Current Westborough Community Choice aggregation members see Public Power as the supplier, followed by the caption, Westborough AGG. This is your confirmation that you are already one of the 5,000 households participating in Westborough's electricity program. We recommend that you check your bill today to see if you are enrolled. After November, Westborough Power Choice members will see Dynegy Westborough Power Choice. Westborough's first two electricity contracts offer two fixed price options. The standard plan with the state minimum level of renewable energy at a low price, or the green plan, sourced from 100% renewable energy at a competitive price. This renewable energy came from both national and local sources. You may wonder, how did these plans perform? Very well. The orange line represents Westborough's default standard plan over the course of 3 contracts, including the new contract that will start in November. You can see the rates bump up a bit with each new contract. The blue line represents National Grid's basic service. You can see their continuously fluctuating rates. Between November 2018 and October 2020, Westborough did unusually well in relation to National Grid's basic service. But that was an unusual situation and is not likely to be repeated. With our new contract, we expect to see a more realistic pattern, with National Grid having low summer rates and higher winter rates. In fact, National Grid recently announced their new 6-month basic service price, which starts in November. The new price will be $12.38.3. As you can see on the graph, Westborough Power Choice's standard plan is lower than National Grid's basic plan for the 6-month period of November 2020 through April 2021. However, we can never predict future savings because we cannot predict National Grid's future prices. In general, many community choice aggregations outperform National Grid's basic service prices in winter months. And since New England households tend to use much larger amounts of energy in the winter, this compounds the rate difference. When averaged out over the course of the year, community aggregations tend to show modest savings. Of course, future savings can never be guaranteed. Westborough Power Choice has negotiated a new contract that will take effect with your November 2020 meter readings and will remain in effect through October 2023. The new contract will offer 3 different fixed price plans, good for the duration of the 36-month contract. The default standard plan offers you the chance to substantially reduce your reliance on fossil fuels while ensuring a competitive fixed rate for the next 36 months. On average, 40% of your electricity will be sourced from local renewable green energy sources. Why is this important? By increasing the amount of renewables in your electricity mix, you can contribute to the improvement of your health, the health of the environment, and the strength of the green energy economy. The budget plan offers the minimum amount of renewable energy required by the state with the lowest price Westborough was able to negotiate. The 100% Green Plan offers one of the most effective ways you can reduce your carbon footprint. All of the energy comes from renewable, environmentally friendly Class 1 RECs. All of the energy is locally produced, keeping renewable energy jobs local, driving local renewable energy projects, and hopefully increasing the chance of keeping profits local as well. If you are one of the over 5,000 current participants in Westborough Power Choice, you do not need to take any action. Existing participants remain enrolled and will automatically roll over into corresponding plans in November. If you were originally signed up for the standard plan, you will automatically roll over into the default standard plan. If you were originally signed up for the green plan, you will automatically roll over into the 100% green plan. Changing plans in Westborough Power Choice is easy. Go to westboroughpowerchoice.com. Hover over your options to open the drop-down menu. Click on Change Your Plan. If you need help comparing the 3 different options, Westborough Power Choice provides a calculator to do a side-by-side comparison. Simply type in the number of kilowatt hours you use in any given month, and the calculator does all the math for you. In addition, you can compare Westborough Power Choice monthly charges with the 12-month average of National Grid charges. Again, this will only reflect the supply portion of your bill. You may have received mail or phone calls from companies asking you to enroll in their cheap green electricity programs. The Massachusetts Attorney General conducted a 2-year study of these companies and determined that many of them use deceptive marketing tactics. The AG's research shows that many of these suppliers target low-income and elderly residents, use aggressive and deceptive marketing tactics, have hidden cancellation fees, start prices low, and raise prices significantly. The Attorney General urges you to use caution when considering these energy suppliers. If you are not already enrolled, joining Westborough Power Choice is easy. Go to westboroughpowerchoice.com. Hover over your options to open the drop-down menu. Click on Enroll. There are many reasons to participate in Westborough Power Choice. A guarantee of stable electricity price for 36 months. Control over the amount of renewables in your energy mix. A town-vetted and negotiated program you can trust. Easy to join and easy to make changes. There are no penalties or fees. A group purchased price, which can potentially save you money, although savings can never be guaranteed. If you are looking for an environmentally friendly fixed price electricity that you can trust, look for the Westborough Power Choice name, the Westborough Power Choice logo, and the Westborough official town seal. And now we're going to open up to questions from the audience. So we're just holding to wait for questions that may be called in. We do have several people from our working group here on the call to offer a few words and answer questions. So I'm going to go to some questions first. So one question that we have here is, are other towns increasing the amount of renewable energy in their aggregation contract? Are other towns increasing the amount of renewable energy in their aggregation contract? Pete, I believe this would be a good question for you to dive into for us.
Sure. Excuse me. I'd be glad to help. Yes, over the last couple of years, we've seen a growing number of towns adopt similar aggregation plans with default renewable energies in excess of the state minimums. I think this is a very positive move by the communities in the state. For example, Worcester recently signed, earlier this year, in fact, signed an agreement with 20% additional local renewable energy. In the city of Lowell, in the end of 2019, signed a contract with 45% additional renewable energy. And the town of Newton is, I think, the high watermark for all the communities in the state, with 62% local renewable energy in their default contract. I think it's a trend we'll see more of in the future, and I think it's very encouraging for the effort to reduce climate change.
If I can just add to that, I think it plays in nicely with the work that's being done by the town's climate action plan task force, and that plan, or the initial rollout, was just communicated to the Board of Selectmen last night, and clearly speaks to the importance of electricity and working with National Grid to understand its trajectory and its practices, if you will. And so this, really is tied into a much larger picture for the town, which is, and again, it's vetted, which to me is probably one of the most important things for all of our residents and businesses out there that may be interested in it.
Thanks, Shelby. Marlena, you're from Peregrine, who's our consulting company. This might be a good time for you to join in and add anything that you'd like to add.
Sure. As Pete said, there's growing momentum around green aggregations in the state. So this isn't a strange new thing. This is an exciting type of effort that a lot of people are getting behind, but it's still worth saying that making this big step is a big deal. Westborough is now on a short list of state leading communities that are showing the way for other communities in how to bring the entire community along, residents and businesses, toward clean electricity. It's a terrific program. You guys have done a lot of work. You've got cost-effective options in there. You've got clean electricity in there. There's really something in the program for everybody. So I think it's something that the whole town can feel good of and be proud of.
Oh, thank you so much. We've got a couple more questions here. A question about, are there any other energy suppliers that can offer lower prices on renewable local energy? Are there any other energy suppliers that can offer lower prices on renewable local energy? Carol, that might be a good one for you to jump into. This is Carol Fisher.
Sure. There are maybe, I don't know, hundreds of energy suppliers out there. Many of them are predatory and many of them are good, and they're going to be offering very good rates. If you're willing to take the time and do the research, you should go for it. But sticking with Westborough Power Choice, you get to know and have the security that the town has already vetted the program, that the rates are in fact very competitive, and that there won't be any surprises.
Thank you. Well said.
Eileen, I think,
Yes.
could I add to that actually?
Please do.
Which is a great answer, Carol. And then just add one more thought, which is a lot of those offerings will claim to offer renewable electricity, which Westborough is offering also. But what they don't always clarify is that renewable electricity is typically coming from outside of New England. So you're not really helping to drive the development of new renewable electricity projects in New England. Westborough's made a commitment to buying renewable energy from within New England. And so by participating in the program, you help to create market pressure that drives up the demand for local renewable energy projects. It increases the amount of renewables on our local power grid.
Perfect. Thank you. So just a couple of more questions that I think I can probably address. The question was, can you start with a budget plan and then shift to the default later when the economy improves? And the answer is most definitely yes. You can change plans at any time. You can change plans on the website, or if you're not comfortable using the online site, westboroughpowerchoice.com, you can call customer support, which is also on the website. It's 1-844-483-5004. And another question about when can customers start to sign up? I think I'll go to you, Marlena, for that one.
Sure. So you can call or fill out the form on the website anytime. Right now, the current contract is still in effect. So if you choose to enroll now, you'll get enrolled under the current contract, and you'll have the current contract price on your bill for a billing cycle or two. But you would get automatically enrolled into the new contract as Eileen described in the presentation when that takes effect in November. If you'd like the budget option, though, that's the one exception, you can enroll in that now, meaning you can submit your name and account information now, but that enrollment won't take effect until November when the new contract goes into effect. So the bottom line is you can call and sign up anytime. And then we'll tell you if you call us on the phone how it's all going to work. If the budget option is the one you want, you just won't see that on your bill at all until November. If one of the other two options is what you want, you would sign up now and get the current pricing and then get switched to the new pricing and the additional renewable energy in November.
Thank you.
Eileen, with respect to the bill, on the slide there, as you explained, there are two components. So there's delivery and supply, and it would say Westborough AGG. Where on the bill would it say the, I know you said Marlena won't say basic, but where I don't recall, where does it say standard or green?
So that actually is not on the bill. Unfortunately, National Grid's billing system doesn't have a place that reflects your program option. The way you know what option you're enrolled in is by lining up the price. Okay. So you would see what price you're being charged for the supply services part. If you're confused, you can always give us a call, customer support, and we can help you figure it out.
I couldn't remember that component. That's good. That's good for folks to know, because even after they've called, they may say, wait a second, I thought I enrolled in this, but am I in the right plan? So thank you.
Yep, good question.
Great. And then just one other question I will also address, and that is, I think somebody was already out there getting busy on the computer, typing in westboroughpowerchoice.com, and noticed that they were redirected to a different site, which is masspowerchoice.com/Westborough, wondering if they got the web address wrong. And no, that is completely what we expect to have happen when you type in westboroughpowerchoice.com. You will be redirected to masspowerchoice.com/Westborough. It's an alias that our partner, Peregrine, they serve about 20 different municipalities from this one Mass Power Choice website. So that is the place to be. So I believe that's all of our questions, and I'm going to ask our panel if anyone has any additional comments they'd like to make before we wrap up. looks like we're all set. So thank you everyone for joining us today out there in Westborough. And please visit our website.